walk out here every morning before I go to work and look to see how the tide is, check what the birds are doing. It just sort of gives you a sense of the world. It takes you away from civilization and brings you back to nature every day.
But mainly we like swimming in the creek because we're swimmers.
And we lost that because of the bacterial contamination, and we're hoping that with what the paper's doing and what Mary Edna's done with various groups that we'll be able to get that back. Mary Edna and I both got some minor illnesses over and over again without any awareness of what the cause was. Now we know the cause. Now we're looking for a solution.
Yeah, we had no idea why we were getting sick. We went to the doctor and they didn't know either. So it was good to finally realize why we were ill so often.
Yep.
And it was constant until we learned not to swim after a rain.
The water table is higher than it used to be, and we think that's the source of it. It's human bacterial waste that they've been monitoring, not animal waste. And whenever it rains, the levels go up a great deal. A lot of rain, it goes up even more, which goes along with runoff from property. So septic tanks and creeks don't go together.
Yeah, low countries should not have septic tanks.
It's a public health issue.
It is a public
So it
health
is a community issue.
Yeah, everybody on this creek gets sick if they swim when the bacteria levels are high. Everybody.
We keep track of the levels. We monitor that. If the levels are elevated, we don't go in general. If the levels are checked every Wednesday, if they're good on Wednesday and there hasn't been any rain, then we'll go swimming that weekend.
Yeah. So thank goodness for the Charleston Waterkeeper that they monitor this creek so well that we know when it's safe to swim.
But I would say less than 25% of the time the water was deemed safe based on their levels last summer.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
We used to swim every day all summer. You know, that was the end of the day. John came home from work and we just got in and went swimming.
It was too hot to get exercise any other way but in the creek.
Yeah, this was the first site for measuring bacteria levels. And since then, they've just upped the ante over and over again. Shim Creek is in danger. That's another endangered area that it's highly populated.
And when you think about it, Shim Creek is kind of the poster creek for Mount Pleasant. This is the poster creek for James Island. It's important for these communities, for these places to be clean.
Once you knew that sometimes it was 10 times what's allowed for safe swimming, that's huge. That's huge. We used to have our grandchildren swim in the creek. We'd have parties here, you know, with like 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, anybody that could swim would just be in here like it is now at high tide. And now we really can't plan a swimming party.
No, we haven't had one for years.
Yeah.
And then we have neighbors next door with little kids, and it's important for their health that this creek be cleaned up.
And a load on a baby is going to be much worse than it is on us as adults.